as we are underway, Pac-10 against Mountain West. Settling under it, McCain. Not going to crack the 20.
Brady and not Brian Johnson in one of the injuries we talked about.
They'll stay on the ground. Terrell Mack churning forward. Close to. They're going to call it second and short. And Grady will go airborne. Lofting one up there into a season ago in the opener. Grady rolling and completing quickly. Braden got on 1st and 10. The Utes will stay in the gun. This is the true freshman around the end there. Defense, the speed and the scheme. Straight ahead power running here across the 40.
On paper better than you. You have to start with field position, and they're doing that.
Run it straight ahead. A bit simple for him when he was in the game. Grady is back in there at 6'7". Launching this one wide open down the sideline. He's got Marquise Wilson to the pylon. Touchdown! Dashed in front of the Bruins. Van Vroman sends this one spiraling to the UCLA 7. And a rugged special teams tackle.
Direct his body weight fast enough.
UCLA starts in the double tight end set. Olsen with a short pitch and a good ordinary a week ago, albeit with 5 drop passes against BYU in the win. End around. Flashy footsteps turn. Will try to take advantage of that undersized interior of the Utah front. Olsen comes up pitching again and nearly an acrobat with teeth last week in that BYU skirmish. Tons of heart. 3rd and long for the Bruins. Olsen has time in the pocket and floats that one perfectly in stride. For UCLA trying to respond.
Number 73 of the offense.
1st and 15. And no running room. A horde of tackler speed. Negative yardage again at 2nd and 16 for Ben Olsen. Underneath on a crossing route to Brazil, and Brazil almost hits the gap as he spun around.
Giannoni in on a play where he'd have to cover Brazil.
Khalil Bell working to the left and 24 yards. Olsen had 5 TD passes. Staying on the ground with Khalil Bell, and Bell got tripped. A very, very noisy Rice-Eccles Stadium. Play clock right at 0 as he gets it off. He loves that fade. There's a flag down. It's incomplete, and there's a second flag.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 71 of the offense.
And be the program that you want to be if you're a UCLA fan. To win and be the program that you want to be if you're a UCLA fan.
Olsen trying to pick it up. Pressure's on, and he's tracked. Knocked down by Martin.
Hoop and on as a defensive lineman. Look at there. And then finishing the play. Most of
Travis Brown have been very effective. 4-bat from 45 on the way. And that's
basis. So it just depends on how many loons you have on your team, how good you'll be there, I think.
Collision after collision. McCain from the 3. Finds some room. Sideline tiptoeing across the 40. And Brooks all fanned out to the left, and Grady will swing it quickly to the freshman, Jeremy Brooks, and he is.
Odds are your drive is going to stall.
Grady back in there. It was Loups who completed the last pass, and it's Grady who takes the punishment. Glenn, this brings up a 3rd and long. Grady ready to pitch it. Looking over the middle into that seam
and lost their advantage.
Terrence Austin is back deep. Zakota hangs this one high. Fair catch called for. Shirt Ben Olsen.
They're short a defender up top, and that's right where they're going.
Against the 5 wide look, and that's launched out there. Esma there.
Oh, I need one. What can I say?
Paulson in motion. As the Bruins try to establish the running game, and they do so with Marquis.
Dark backside gap is wide open.
Cowan and Austin to the near side, and the Bruins will keep it on this game. Full-fledged weekend of college football. You see Oklahoma huge again offensively. Olsen fires into coverage and off the hands of Robert Johnson. Thanks. This is 3rd and 9 for Olsen and the Bruins in the white. The lefty is ready to fire. Over the middle, high and complete. The backfield. Olsen looking to the sideline and put. The big man has a nice touch. Marquis bouncing off of tacklers, gains close to 3 with respect to 3rd down conversions. Out of the gun, Olsen. Rolling away from pressure. And a good hands play there. Dive Richards. The lone man back. Perez hangs this one inside the 5. Beautiful.
Somebody on that youth Air Force team does the right thing every play.
Potential there. Center. Did he take the Snap from Gunther. Looking in there, and it was Rich. Ball resting on the Utah 4. Grady put some heat under this one. Complete. Good for 109 yards through the air. It was Richard's personal best. Utah very, very effective on third down conversions. Coming out pitching here on first down. No insult to Tommy Grady as the Utes keep it on the ground. Darrell Mack finding room to the outside.
Well, so you're not losing too much there.
Laux. Try 3. Corbin Laux was just stuffed short. Grady off the short drop, completes to Hernandez. Hernandez action continuing on versus. Utah in the red, on red with white numerals. And not a lot of running room there. The field here on 2nd and long. Little jailbreak screen inside. Freddie Brown turned back. Grady piloting the Utah attack. Throwing effectively in the opening quarter there. He went by fade route, turned to be very, very effective. Sakota hangs this one in the air. It'll knuckle its way down to the use for your eyes from just a little bit more than a quarter's worth of action. Then Olsen to throw. He was hit as he released it. Drop his last 6. Bruins keep it on the ground. Little stutter step move and across
today.
And does it quite well. Olsen trying to convert on that third down. And once again, thanks to a 53-yard touchdown from Grady to Wilson. This one off the side of Perez's foot. It gets a very favorable UCLA bounce. And it will roll dead finally.
Allow him to make the decisions he's made.
Corbin Laux in there at quarterback. They'll run the quick end around to Jeremy Brooks. Brooks, one of those Granville, California, the North Coast Offensive Player of the Year in high school a season ago. He is very quick and he's showing off his speed that I'm getting to know and love right away.
Whenever you bring a guy around the outside and don't use him, it's ghost.
They run the reverse to Marquise Wilson. And the Bruins stay home. Keys shut it down. There's a flag on the play.
That tells people the exact thing they need to know.
It's descriptive, all right. Grady back in there. Hands off to Darrell Mack, and he is...
or another, either you run the ball or a short pass to get a few yards back.
They need 17 as Grady goes through the progressions, and he finds his numbers in the first half. This is 3rd and long. Grady, as he was in his throwing motion, that ball bounced loose. The Bruins are saying it's a
proper call. You could have called that either way.
And here come the Bruins. Light a fire under him, and he's got to keep it all day. They need to light a fire under him, and he's got to keep it up.
Well, you know, when you talk about this kid, watching him last year.
Rice Eccles gets loud. There's movement.
Credit defensive coordinator Gary Anderson of Utah. They are stopping the run for Ben Olsen.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Jay Norville has up his sleeves here. Olsen under all sorts of pressure, dumped it off beautifully. Khalil Bell trying to make something out of nothing, and he the country last year. He sends it on the way. He's got enough leg, and it is good. Kai into the wind. This will hang up there. McCain from the 8 gets a block. McCain across the 40 finds another crack. First half. Tommy Grady's out of the shotgun. Oh. And as his protection stops, he gets swallowed up.
Durham. They just did it. They brought it at you. Here's this time they bring a corner.
Darrell Mack running that veer. % effective on third down conversions this afternoon. Grady on that little drag route underneath. Average just a shade below 45. He sends this one skyward. And the wind. And Olsen under center for the white-clad Bruins. Play action. Olsen looking deep downfield for Brandon Brazil, and he's got him. The Utah team, he runs a 40 and 4.32. Brazil with 4 catches today for better than 100 yards. UCLA will keep
shedding tacklers.
He's in a much better place this year, much better frame of mind, Khalil Bell. Olsen tucks it down, and then he gets blunted by Koamisi, the JUCO transfer out of...
His UCLA teammates didn't want him back, but they're glad he's back this year.
Bruce Davis said this guy's got to go.
A little movement here.
3rd down and 14 for the Bruins. Just 2 for 6 in the first 2 quarters. Olsen was rattled again. Into coverage, it's picked off. Robert Johnson makes the interception this time. Khalil Bell undercuts it.
And you bring an extra man in the form of a DB that confused.
The big hit on Olsen, and Robert Johnson did the rest. Tommy Grady looking for big yardage. Puts it on the back shoulder of Derek Richards, complete, as he was locked up in coverage with the kingpins of the early season in the Mountain West, the Air Force Academy Falcons. Their head coach, Troy Calhoun, will join us in between 40 yards on the afternoon. This is 2nd and 7. They run the toss for Mack. Slen watching Corbin Laux run this little quarterback keep. Laux skipping. It's a fake. Godfrey comes straight ahead. He got it inside the 30.
Really needed. Good job inside. Look at big 66 Connolly lead the way in there.
And from BCS conference rivals. Darrell Mack lost his. Grady at 6'7" out of the gun. Rifles this one.
Guy can catch it when you throw this ball.
Marquise Wilson has the touchdown today. Grady shovels this one for Mack. Mack is on his way towards the sideline and then crumpled up. First season at the academy. Grady took a long time, dumped it off beautifully, and Mack will trot on him. And he converts again for a $131. They'll go conservative, keep it on the ground, and mark to just 32 on the day. Olsen, complete. A little team there, the long locked Paulson does. 4th on the team in catches last year. Now they come straight ahead with a running quarter. 2nd and 3. 2 tight end look here, play action. Olsen going deep and overshoots his target.
Well, what they've done.
That one had too much starch on it for Joe Cowan, who turns 23 today. Olsen rolling and firing, and off the hands of his intent. Nice work by McCain as Perez shanks another one off the side of his foot. That one. Bases. Darrell Mack following the block there of Andy Ludwig, the offensive coordinator, looking on from on high. Grady looping this one-on-one coverage on the outside, and over. This one is a 3rd and 6.
Well, that's why they're 50%. They're rarely on 3rd and long.
Werner put a wicked shot right between the shoulder of Louis Sakota. Towering kick. Bounding its way to the goal line. And the officials are going to say that the special. It is 1st and 10 for UCLA with the ball, the Bruin 3.
I'll never forget about how important field.
Utah also has the upper hand in the field position, as UCLA once again starts deep in its own territory. 3rd and 2 for Ben Olsen, and again there is movement up front.
Ball start, number 68 of the offense.
Out of the shotgun. A little inside shovel, and it was well dived. Standing in his own end zone. This one, knuckles to the 45. Richards picks it up in full flight. Richards driving his way inside the UCLA. Tommy Grady out of the gun for Utah with all day to throw. They drag the receiver on
to make a tackle and come up and beat fundamental.
Godfrey.
Start, offensive line, 5-yard penalty.
Utah clad in the all red, 2nd and long. Drop this one to the offense quickly. They've been going in his direction a couple times today. Again, Grady was hit as he was delivering the ball, and that was deflected and wobbling incomplete, respectively.
That would be the toe Groza.
The toe of Sakota, more than strong enough from 40.
A little more. Right now, Utah looked at a lot of that film and saw those weaknesses, and they're attacking very successfully.
Slater from the 1, launching himself out across the 30, and just dragged.
Big so far for the Utes.
What a difference a week makes as Olsen sends this one out into the flat for Marquis.
This team right now is certainly listening to their defensive coordinator, Gary Anderson.
2nd down, let's call it 6. 2 tight ends set for Ben Olsen. He'll hit his wide out, Brandon Brazil. Brazil
own field position for the rest of the quarter here if they can keep it up.
Bell, no troubles. Downs for Ben Olsen. And he'll come up throwing. Deep, down the sideline, and on target. Launching himself towards the end zone.
Ball on the 20, and I bet they challenge it. They should if they don't give it to him. A great, absolute fantastic job of the safety getting him hit the ball. His right hand is going to hit the arm right there, knocking that ball loose. Fantastic job of defense by Robert Johnson.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. 1st down, Utah.
Teams aren't lucky. Good teams are.
He got a passing grade for his work in the post. Hernandez, Wilson, and Godfrey to the wide side of the formation for Grady. He comes to Richards, and Richards makes the catch with a flag down. As
Interference. Number 3 of the defense. The penalty is declined.
we wondered if they would try to pick on Van when he was in the game. They run that little end around again for Jeremy Brooks. 96, and Utah gunning for the upset. Grady zips that one over the middle and too strong.
Interference. Number 22 of the defense.
See this little stutter. Now he goes back in. There's the grab. Arm behind him. He's
Secondary. 1st and 10 for the Utes. Ground game. Darrell Mack, and that is stuffed.
defense back in the game.
Christian Taylor at 225 pounds. Undersized, but awfully good. Grady put that one right on the number.
Just to go make a phone call.
Starts
Nowadays,
illegal snap on the center 5-yard penalty.
the big guard is Brian Johnson's roommate. Grady will throw, filling in for the Allen Johnson. He's got the man wide open down the sideline, hooking up with yesterday and today here on Versus. Back into a doubleheader. Corbin Laux will throw this pass, and that is perfect on the backside. It's a
UCLA was going to have to come up with they were going to adjust to him.
This kick comes tumbling to Slater, 3 yards deep in the end zone, and he's bringing it out. And he has his teeth rattled. Ready for UCLA. Ben Olsen has 200 yards passing today, looking for more, and it's another interception for Robert Johnson.
By Robert Johnson. You take a look. He's covering the ground he's supposed to cover. Another big play for that Utah D.
We've discussed all the athletes on both sides of the football. Robert tackles and a forced fumble to boot. Grady back in there. Stay on the ground.
What's he doing? Keeping his cool so his players keep theirs.
Grady off the pump fake, and too strong for Town rivals. USC are in Lincoln, the #1 team in the land facing the Cornhuskers. Grady's throw is low but scooped well. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is even better. Louis Froman will hit it from the 30. Slater bobbles, recovers, and gets smoked. At quarter, college football on Versus. UCLA stays with its bread and butter, the running game, and they pick up good yardage. Experience. And Nebraska current head coach Bill Callahan, a huge influence on him. Running straight ahead with power. Out of the gun on 2nd and 6. Olsen to throw. A dump down inside for Everett as he
At the same time.
getting late in the 3rd quarter. Olsen will pitch it this time. Got a long time, and now the protection starts to break down. Flares it out there and finds a man.
Back making attack.
Glenn, in the first couple of games, Marquis and Bell have not been favored targets of Olsen. They only had 1 catch apiece coming into today. Marquis pumps it down twice and then zips it right into the seam to out an extended drive, as that graphic just showed you. UCLA controlling it pretty well here, and Bell goes off left tackle.
To maintain long drives.
Time's a wasting in the 3rd quarter. Bell gets spun around and ripped. UCLA 3rd down. Trying to convert. They are 4 for 11 today. Olsen has all day to throw. Throwing to the far side for Cowan, who makes an acrobatic effort.
Back in your backfield.
Bell stationed to the right of Olsen. Olsen wants to throw and does, and he missed hit. Grady is over 250 yards of passing today. He'll stay on the ground for Darrell Mack, who has a.
Well, it's one of those things you see and you know. It's
Mack again, bounding off of tacklers. Assets, and they've got a 3-touchdown lead over the 11th-ranked Bruins. Staying on the ground with Mack, who's undaunted. Mack's on his way. Inside the 20, all the way to the 11. Out of the gun. Keep it on the ground.
but you get smart.
Wilson comes in motion. Grady comes underneath. Diving for the end zone. Touchdown! Figment of your imagination in the upper left corner.
They've done the things they talked about before the game.
Slater waits at the goal line. Slater dancing his way, is missing 2 studs on its defensive front. Brigham Harwell out of the lineup. Nikola Dragovic also out of the lineup with a knee injury and a concussion respectively. High 7-0 in Salt Lake City. Olsen again badgered on that pass, and it's well short. Tennessee and Florida, big SEC battle today, trying to get a leg up in that power conference. Koa just crushed.
Fisi here, excuse me, by Koa Misi. Great job. Miki Mokafisi tackle.
Olsen on third and very long. Sheds away and is not going to get away. Stevenson, Sylvester.
From up above, I thought there might have been a face mask. We'll take a look, and he doesn't. Just grabs a lot of jersey and smashes him to the ground. It's a very good.
It is sure dissolving now after that loss of 17. A low liner. Richards has room to return. Richards gallops to the far side and then gets necked.
Coaches use that type of talk all the time, but very rarely does your team take it to heart, and the Utes took it to heart.
Darrell Mack.
That you don't have to go out and gain.
Grady and the Utes have been the beneficiaries of that. Little toss sweep comes.
A really good foe, a really good physical team. To get them out there and get them a little experience.
Grady going to the post right there, and just a bit strong for Jeremy. 45. Boy, does this guy have the knack or what be?
Never count a team out, my friend.
Okay.
I was told never give up. I was a member of a Buffalo Bills football team down.
Fans got it right. In our Aflac trivia question, this is picked off. The interception made there by Paul Kruger.
Take a look. Big number 11 dropping from his defensive end spot right into the throwing lane.
Season solidified his spot in the camp. Today is his first start, and he's going to tally an interception. Darrell Mack on his way for another Utah. He's never missed one. Reps during the week, coming back from his offseason injury. Olsen on a deep drop. Well-timed throw there, right on target.
And the line in conference play.
Olsen will throw it again, and he gets absolutely destroyed off the outside. Terrell. And the recovery for the Utes.
You bring pressure. It's what you do. Pretty easy. Terrell Cole comes flying through, hits him where he's supposed to hit him. Go back to Gary Anderson's words. We can make Ben Olsen uncomfortable, make him go to his second option. We are going to beat him. Look at that turnover battle, 5-1.
UCLA territory. As the Utes
cost him. Once again, when you're a team like that, you have to have motion on your side, but you got to be fundamentally sound. Started losing it the Mountain West Conference this year.
And Air Force with that shocker at home, downing highly regarded TCU as the Horned Frogs are working
well. Won the field position battle.
This one is high and into a wind. Austin is saying fair catch.
Smooth.
Without question, our Keystone Light smooth moment of the game, the momentum turner in this one. As Olsen's throw rides in the formation for Olsen. And he'll come to the ground game. Khalil Bell for USC.
Well, they've had success under Carl Durrell. They have won games.
Well, they didn't drub the Citadel at Camp Randall today. As Olsen throws, a little timing route there for Austin.
Here, and then of course the rivalry game at BYU towards the end of the year.
Olsen off the play action again for Austin and fumble. A tremendous recovery play on the play of the game defensively by our count. As Olsen again continues.
The relative merits of each conference. People love to talk about which conference is best, and the Pac-10 going out to play a game in that environment is a big one for them.
There's a little
from the cattle country of Brazil that just absolutely love the bull riding.
And some of those I can't even pronounce. Olsen's throw is deflected.
Doubt that past Texas, they can go undefeated and be in the national championship game.
Just over under 4.5 minutes left of misery for UCLA.
A touchdown, fakes a field goal, scores a touchdown, uses emotion. They respond well to the adversity.
There's a flag down. A 5-minute to go mark in the fourth. Olsen looking downfield, has nothing, so he checks it off for Marcus Everett. Still wearing those shades, and he's got to be incredibly proud of the performance today. As they flush Olsen out, on the run he throws, and almost a fourth INT. Sean.
It's over. Personal foul. Number 42 of the offense. First down in Utah.
Coaches are so obliging with their time during the week on both sides of the football.
Tough place to play. Cal goes to Colorado State, really struggles. How about Virginia? They go to Wyoming.
Corbin Laux is in there. as the Utes fans get a look at their future.
Corbin ate off of his back. Losing the first 2 games took its toll on this staff. And you can see that they are just...
And nothing left but for the shouting on the Utah sideline. Number of injuries on their side of the ball. And then today having no luck in Salt Lake City against Utah. Final play of the ball game. Moline playing with that heavily bandaged wrist.